Sanmanan, guys. Azzy, this morning I've actually been watching this reel of this guy saying, Guti, he believes that men love more authentically than women. I posted on my Instagram, on my story, and I listened to it with okay, sharp. He's saying men love more authentically than women. He breaks it down, and his reasoning is that women tend to be in love with the process of love, so the courting, the dates, the flowers, the idea of this thing, whereas guys, he was saying they tend to when they fall in love, realize Uguti, now they are responsible for that person. They need to protect and provide as best as they can. So amachita, when they're in love, they are willing to take on new responsibility. So he spoke about that, and I was like, shit, I feel this guy. Like, I really, really understand it, because again, me now, when I say I'm in love, I'm saying I'm willing to die for this person. This person is now main in my life. I'm willing to fucking do whatever it takes within my ability. And I was thinking, because my question then becomes, why is it? Has it always been like that? Why is it that he views it like this, and why is it that it actually is like that, and why do I agree with him? And I know I'm gonna sound like a stuck record, guys, but I'm gonna keep saying this until we change society and it becomes better, until you change your life and it becomes better, but I'm going to keep sounding like a stuck record. So I was actually just sitting down and I was just trying to process. I process a little bit different than others. Some things that you might deem are nonsensical, I tend to want to write them down or type them out, whether it's on my phone, on my notepad, or whatever the case may be, so that I can just process. So this guy is saying men love more authentically than women. I look at mothers, and the love that mothers have for their kids, and I'm going, because mothers will fucking die for their kids. Mothers will fucking, they will kill 1,000 people for their kids. Mothers are a real form of love, sometimes it's too much love. But here's the reality from what I've picked up. Young women or women who are not mothers romanticize being a mother. They do. They really do. They romanticize going to Cotton On Kids or Nachi or Zara Kids, whatever the case is. They romanticize their child looking like this. They romanticize their child doing this. So young mothers or young women or women who don't have kids romanticize so many aspects around parenting, whether they romanticize the husband-wife situation, whether they romanticize them going to their son's first team rugby game, whatever the case is, they romanticize it. Mothers, real with kids, they don't have that shit anymore. It's beaten out of them. That dream, that magic, oh my God, it's beaten out of them. The day you go to Zara Kids and you buy your son a 600 Rand pair of pants, whatever, in the mud, tears it. You go and you buy your son a pair of Jordans, in a 2 years, uzobona. The one Jordan is lost. You start realizing what shit, what I thought versus the realities are not the same, are not the same. And because of that, you start changing your views on parenting. The reason why you romanticize things is because of external forces. So now that's the whole crux of this video, of external forces. The reason why you change your views is because of internal forces. External says this is the romantic side of a relationship. You'll get dates, you'll get flowers, you'll get this, you'll get that. But internally, when you are in that battle, isn't to start to change, and you start saying, shit, I can't stick in these ways because they're not working. So again, when you start seeing mothers, you're like, shit, they have been broken. Their mindsets have been folded. Mothers that said, oh, I'll never spank my child. Where is Ingane? She tries to not spank, and we'll have a naughty corner. I will spank. Because again, the realities don't, the what she had envisioned in her mind don't match reality. Here's the difference between relationships and kids. Kids, once you have them, they're yours for life. Whereas a relationship, if what you envisioned is not being matched, sisters have an option of leaving. So if the guy is not taking you out on dates, if the guy is not buying you flowers, if the guy is not what you envisioned your boyfriend to be for you, you tend to then say, okay, cheers, it's not working. With your child, you are thinking that your child's going to play first team rugby, is going to get A's, is going to get Ustomi against the next. All of a sudden, you have to pivot as a parent and you have to change. Again, when these external voices clash with the internal voices, a mother has no choice. A boyfriend, a girlfriend, whatever, it leaves. So just understand that. Now, again, the crux of the video, external forces, external voices. We are shaped by those around us. Those around us being our families, our friends, those who we follow on social media. Those people shape how we're thinking. Guys, you need to understand from a young age, how we picked friends. Think about it. How you pick friends. We pick friends based on convenience. Like, be honest. So your longest friends that you've had in your life were friends that you either grew up in the same streets or you went to school with. That's just based on convenience, So the maintenance of that friend is very, very, very low. One, you guys are of the same age bracket. Two, you're going to see them 5 days a week because they at school together. You don't have a choice, So, or they live next door. You don't have a choice. So the maintenance of those friends became very, very easy. At a very junior age, the influence of those friends were also relatively pure because, again, you guys had the same philosophies, the same mindset, being in the same spaces, So as you get older and you guys will start realizing your friends start changing, the influence starts changing, yet it's still based majority on convenience, so whether it's high school, whether you go to university, you still pick the majority of your friends based on the university you go to. If I go to Wits, for example, majority of my friends will be from Wits. If I go to Rhodes, majority of my friends will be from Rhodes. Again, it's a convenient space and it's easy to maintain. However, here's the thing. The friends that you still have will influence what you do. So if you decide to surround yourself with friends that all play rugby, chances are you'll slowly find yourself in the gym and finding yourself playing rugby. I have seen that personally in my life, where I have had friends that had never touched the rugby ball. They started chilling with us at Res, and all of a sudden on Sundays we'd go play touch. They'd sit back, they'd watch. After a while, okay, no, they'd throw a ball up and down. Next thing, Pinson, hey, we are hey, okay, let me go with you. Our friendship circle then slowly nudged them towards gym, slowly nudged them towards touch. Next thing, they're running on playing full contact rugby. I have seen this hundreds of times. Many of you sisters who come from really good homes, who come from really good spaces, got to university, and your friends became hoes or were hoes. The maintenance and the easy of this friendship was based on the fact that you guys all studied accounting, or you guys were all in the same res, So that's what you gravitated to. There were 20 black girls. Of the 20 black girls, 5 of them were Zulu. You are Zulu. Hey, you guys are in a group. Unfortunately, of the 6 groups, of the 6 type of girls, 3 of them are actual hoes. So then that's when they start influencing you. That's when that external voice. I know so many sisters that got to university with a body count of 0. And within 3 years, it went from 0 to like 20. Within the smallest part, a girl would say, yeah, in matric, I had like a brutal fruit, da, da, da. All of a sudden now she's only drinking more weight, she's drinking this, she's drinking that, all because of the external factors. Guys, you need to understand, Eve, in the Bible, Eve had no problem walking up and down that tree. That tree didn't do shit to her. The problem came in when that snake started whispering in her ear. That's the fuck up. She walked up and down that tree with no problem until the snake started whispering in her ear. You need to understand, which is some of the people that you call your friends in your life are the snakes that are whispering in your ear. You might fight that because they're so great in terms of the accounting class and they help you with your notes. And the one time when you couldn't afford groceries, she came through and she bought you and she assisted. But come weekend, agufebi. And that one aspect is enough to destroy every other positive. It's like having a Catholic priest who is amazing and is a philanthropist, but unfortunately he touched little booty holes. Every amazing thing that he's ever done will be erased by this fuck up. Every amazing thing that he's ever done with this fuck up. Understand that's how it works. You can have your best friends ever. Ladies, you might disagree until you have your boyfriend and you can see that your boyfriend's friends are the ones that are the negative voice, are the ones that are external voice. All of a sudden your boyfriend is like coming home late because I was chilling with the chairs, I was chilling with the Haibo, suhamba maklap wena. Usuphuzo Hennessy wena. Why? Because that's his space, that's his people. Guys, you need to understand when it comes to these friendships, you need to be very, very intentional. You can't just pick friends based on a physical convenience or we all work together. Guys, it doesn't work that way. It worked when we were young. It worked when we were kids. You need to be intentional. The reason why most of you guys now don't chat to your childhood friends, you don't chat to your varsity friends, you only now sit with your work friends or a couple, is because again, it's work. And in guys, you need to pick friends based on intention. You need to pick friends based on your dreams, your goals, your desires, your wishes, your wants for yourself. That's how you pick your circle. That's how you pick your circle. I was going through my Instagram and I go into that search part of Instagram. And jalo guys, and comment. I think I'm getting a search or that explore. There's just booty. Booty. And then there's some people that are frying food, let's say India, and then there's like insects or there's people popping pimples. I'm like, why is the algorithm feeding me this? Like, I promise you, if you can, you go into my Instagram, look at who I follow. I don't follow big booty. I don't follow big booty. You can look at my engagement. You can go to my activities. I don't comment. I don't like any big booty. None of that. I understand what that does to my mind. I understand the weakness I am as a man, so I rather not play in that space. Here's the fucked up thing about the algorithm if you actually understand it. The algorithm suggests things to you. How do they suggest? Not just based on what I follow or what I engage or what I like. It's not just that. The algorithm also looks at what do your friends engage in. So if my friends like rugby and fighting, as they do, when I go into my explore page, what do I see? Fighting and rugby. However, the same friends also follow big booty. The same friends also engage with big booty. The same type of friends. And because I am friends with them and we follow each other, Instagram says, hey, bro, your friends actually like these videos. I know 100 of them like and engage. Maybe because you guys are friends, let's also push that in your direction. All of a sudden, my Instagram is now tainted by these things. Not because I'm choosing to follow them, but the people who I follow choose to follow that. You understand what I'm trying to say? So I may not have been a big drinker, but the people that I follow tend to be very huge drinkers and they start influencing my life. Guys, you don't have to smoke. You don't have to smoke. But if your 5 friends all smoke weed and they're sitting around you, you're not smoking. You're not smoking, right? Because you know that it's bad. But you're chilling with your 5 friends and they're all smoking weed. Let me tell you something. You're going to get high as fuck. That's what happens in life. You need to understand this is constantly shifting and changing our mindset. Guys, as I sit and I'm going, fuck, how can I become a better person? How can I become a better person? The reality of becoming a better person is just being intentional with the things that you feed yourself. Being intentional with your friends. Being intentional with your role models. Being intentional with what you are consuming, eating here. Being intentional what you are eating in here. Being intentional with what the fuck you are following. Being intentional with all these little things. Because if you don't, external voices will come in and they'll control you. I know I'm passionate because I am. I know this is a topic that I'll speak about it ad nauseum. I'll speak about it until this in because I want all of us to flourish. I want all of us to grow and become the best versions of ourselves and make sure that we're in loving relationships and make sure that we are great parents and make sure we are great business people or great employees or great whatever the case may be. Whatever you put your mind in terms of the positivity of your life, I want you to achieve. But the only way that we can achieve is by being intentional. Anyway, guys, let me go and try and attack the day. Antanda, man. Truly do. I appreciate all the comments. I appreciate even the ones that challenge me, because the ones that challenge me make me think differently. So as much as I love all the positives and yes, Penson, we agree, we're on the same space. I love that. I love that. But the ones that also tend to challenge me and make me think life differently, I also appreciate that. Of course, let's all just be respectful when we do engage. But if you haven't yet subscribed, please, guys, subscribe here. Follow me on Instagram as well. I'm going to start also trying to engage a bit more on Twitter, maybe on TikTok. Yeah, man, share this video. Please ask your people in your community to please also subscribe. and we can grow and we can learn together, because that's the aim. The aim is for all of us to develop and just become better versions of ourselves, and try and minimize our negative habits. Of course, we all have many, to try and minimize our negative habits and actually increase our strengths and all the positive habits. But anyway, guys, have yourselves a fantastic day. Sure.